All right, guys, welcome back to Eddy Vision. It's a boy, Eddie Guna. I'm here with Duchesne, and there have been some big news this week, Duchesne. The FPL has announced that there will be a double game week for Game Week 25. Two teams will be involved in that double game week. We're still awaiting to see if there are other teams that will be added. But thus far, two teams, and two teams are Manchester United and Brighton. What do you think about that game week, that double game week? Not as exciting, but what do you think? Thoughts on that?
Okay, so obviously, definitely not as exciting. Manchester United, they are not playing at their best. Brighton, you don't know what to expect where they are concerned. But I mean, the fun factor about this is that Manchester United are home, and I mean, home against Southampton and Brighton. I'm expecting them to get maximum points from each game. So as it relates to their players, I think it's feasible to bring them in.
Yeah, definitely. And for those watching, those games are Southampton and Brighton at home. Meanwhile, Brighton will go away to Watford. Watford has a new coach, Roy Hodgson, and they'll be playing Man United in their second game. So clearly, Manchester United have the better double. It's a hard double for Brighton, but I think that Brighton can at least get one clean sheet from that Lucien in the Watford game.
Yes. They can, because they are defensively sound. And I mean, it's good that this game week double is announced pretty much early, but I would say to persons, do not panic as yet because we don't know how many other teams will be added. So just
Hmm.
for now, we can just assess the players that would want to bring in our minds, but as it relates to the final transfer, I would just wait until near to the deadline, just to be sure.
Yeah, and definitely if you have players from these teams, you would want to keep them for now. You would want to sell them, because they'll be having a double game week, and that's always good. So, persons might want to bring them in early. I don't think that's really a good idea, because anything can happen, as Duchesne said. So, if you're able to save a transfer this week and have two next week, that would be good, to really get those
Definitely.
double week players. So what are some of these players that we might be looking at or we might be eyeing? Let's start with Manchester United. And of course, we have a list of players here. De Gea, the shade, 5.2, pretty. It's a good price, and a lot of persons might have Ramsdale, but if they're willing to switch or have a second goalkeeper, it should be able to get two clean sheet or even one the shade.
Yes, it's very possibly, it's very likely to get two clean sheet because I mean David De Gea, he's a very excellent keeper, and I mean if we should do the assessment, he's basically the best player at Manchester United now. Sadly, but yes, the keeper is the best player. So I mean having him, I mean we are guaranteed save points because
Yeah.
trust me, he's basically carrying the team on his back. So I mean, swapping Ramsdale for him, I mean, or swapping him for Ramsdale, it's a very safe bet because we're expecting at least one clean sheet.
Yeah, and Ramsey will have two blank coming up in the next. So two of the next four, I believe, are blanks for Arsenal. So Ramsey will be out for two games. So want to make that switch, I think that's a good switch. A cheap way to get into the United defense, Dallo, 4.5, XG 0.08. Not as attacking, but a cheap way to get a 6 points, Duchesne.
Yes, very much so. And I mean, if you have money, you want to spend your money, then you can always choose Varane, who is a nailed on starter.
Yeah.
I'm expecting him to start both games. So if you are a person who just want to be on the safe side, then it's good to get him in. So any points that will be given as a relates to clean sheet, then you will maximize your profitability.
Yeah, even though Varane is not really exciting, we won't get any goals or anything. So maybe Dallo, but then again, we don't know if Dallo will get a start. But Dallo is more likely to get attacking returns.
That is it. And
Yeah.
the thing is that with FPL, which makes it so fun, you don't know what might happen because Varane can just get a header from a corner, boom, goal, and you get points, bonus points. So, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the possibilities are endless, and then it would be a huge points differential. So, I mean, if you feel the need to bring him in, I would advise you to do so.
All right, in midfield, you have Greenwood, 7.2. You know, cheap option if you don't have the money to go to Fernandez or Ronaldo and you want a good differential. I think Greenwood is a good option. XG 4.3. You know, he shoots a lot, so you know you're likely to get an attacking return or two in this game. The last episode, Duchesne spoke about him being streaky. Remember Duchesne? So
Yes, yes, that's why I started him against with some. I still have him in my side, and he will definitely start for those 2 game weeks. Yes, so I mean,
mhm,
I'm expecting at least 2 goals from those 2 games. I mean, United are going to be at home. They are basically attacking side, so I'm expecting something from him. But I mean, a player that is not here, which I'm basically keeping close tabs on, is Rashford.
right, yeah, it could be added to the list as well.
Yes, trust me. He's one to watch. Cavani as well, but these players are expected to be the players who are going to start for majority of the games. But I mean, if
Mhm.
you're a risky person, then yeah, you can bring in Rashford, and it will be huge points differential.
Yeah, another big player on this list is Fernandez. Coming into form of late, you know, getting some points the other day. Getting points for me, I have him in my team. He's not on penalties, but you know, he's a good option to get assists or goals. So I think he's a good option. But up front, the big man, Cristiano Ronaldo, very expensive, 12.5. Haven't been playing well, XG 0.58. Haven't been playing well, but he's on penalty machine, so anything is possible.
Yeah, so if you're choosing an attacker from a team, I mean, most likely you would go for the player who is on penalty because if anybody is fouled, then that person will definitely be taking the penalty. As a result of that, you are guaranteed points. So yes, other
Mm-hmm.
players will be performing, but then again, we remember that Cristiano Ronaldo is a man that can just show up and just give you 4 goals. So I mean, even
Mm-hmm.
though you have a 12.5 price tag, it can pay off.
Yeah, and he's highly owned at this moment. So a lot of person will just have Ronaldo. A lot of person sold Salah to get Ronaldo. So if he goes off and you're without Ronaldo, you could get a big dip in the rank. So a lot of persons will want to get Ronaldo. I'm not going to make the switch, but you know a lot of persons might want to. All right, now let's move over to the other team that has the double, Brighton. Um, Take a look at their players. Not a lot of excitement, but Sanchez is a good goalkeeper, good backup goalkeeper at 4.6. You know, good option off the bench, in regular game week. So not the best in terms of clean sheet potential, Duchesne, but Sanchez a good selection.
Yeah, he's a very good keeper and a keeper which is at 4.6. Yeah, he's doing a good job so far. But as it relates to the Brighton side, though, as I said, there isn't a lot of excitement. I mean, they're unpredictable, which means that you don't know who is going to just come up on the day and just give you a goal or give you 2 goal. So I mean, a
Mm-hmm,
player who I think I would bring in is Grass. I mean, I think he still have it in him. It's kind of dormant, but players like those, you don't know what to expect. Mope, I mean, he's a very good striker, who is underperforming, I think. Maybe because of the service he's getting, but I mean, Tressard to me would be the safest bet. So if you're going for a Brighton
mm-hmm.
attacker, I think that Tressard will be the safest bet.
Yeah, Lamptey, good option. Cucurella as well. Cucurella a little bit more expensive, but both of them attacking. You could pick either one. They don't tend to score a lot of goals, but when they do, Mope, as I said, you know, could be on the end of things. Between him and Welbeck should be getting the goals for them if they get the goals. They always have a good XG, but struggle to get goals. But defensively, I think they're a little bit better defensively. So I expect them to get goals in the first game. Not certain about the second game against United. That would be a tough game for them away. United,
Definitely.
coming into form now. So who you think you're going with, Duchesne? And persons in the comment section can let us know the players that you'll be selecting. Are you going with Ronaldo, Bruno, Greenwood, Maupe, Trossard? Let us know the gear. Or are you going somewhere totally different like Cavani or something? But who are the players that you like, Duchesne?
Okay, so in FPL you have to be risky, and as it relates to Manchester United, I already have Greenwood, but I am really thinking about Rashford, you know, because on his day he can be very superb. He can blow you away, and I mean if he gets the start and Manchester United should go off, I'm expecting him to be among the goals and the assists. So I mean Rashford is a huge differential. As it relates to Brighton, I mean, the two key players definitely for me are Trossard and Mope, because Trossard is very creative and also attacking, and Mope is basically their only recognized striker. Welbeck can be a good option, but he's not starting,
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't
Yeah.
expect persons to really risk it, given the fact that he's basically coming off the bench the last 2 3 games. Yes, he will come off the bench and get goals, but it's not a guarantee. So if you're really looking for points, I would say Mope and Trossard, or Mope or Trossard.
For me, I would just go with the one person from the defense for Brighton. Um, Whether it be Lamptey, Cucurella, or Sanchez, the goalkeeper. I would just go for a defender or a goalkeeper for Brighton. But for United, definitely you're looking at De Gea and Bruno or Ronaldo. So I think those are the key players to try and own in this double game week.
Yeah, so wishing everybody all the best, and I mean just choose wisely. And if you feel like a player is going to perform, trust in your instinct, because it doesn't make any sense you are thinking about bringing in players and then when them score, then whoa, we should have buy him or whatever. So I mean, it's trial and error. We don't know who is going to score. We don't know what is going to happen. But based on observation and you watching the game, if you feel that a player is going to perform, go for it.
All right, people, there you have it. All right, people, there you have it. Game week 25 will be a double. So far, we have Manchester United playing twice and Brighton playing twice. So something to look forward to, some excitement in game week 25. I think that's the game week Salah will return as well. So good times coming,
Interesting
good
days
times
ahead.
ahead,
Yes.
good times ahead, people. So make sure to make good use of those transfers and don't do anything silly. And maybe persons thinking about the wild card, who knows? But always remember, people, hit the like button, share, subscribe. This is Eddy Vision.